Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rob Weaver. I'm the Vice President of Property Panorama. I've been with the company now a little bit over 6 years. I'm going to first off, I want to start by thanking everybody for taking time out of their schedules to join me today for the Property Panorama product suite presentation for NABOR members. I'm going to be covering a lot of information in a very short period of time. So if any questions arise throughout the presentation, I do encourage you to please use the Q&A tab at the bottom of the webinar portal. I'm going to make some time at the end to address those accordingly. I'm also going to be recording this session, so anybody who is attending or registered will receive a copy. However, we will be giving out a free 1 week of boost advertising for a property listing for all those who have attended today's event. So keep that in mind as we move forward here. Excuse me. Now, some of you may be familiar with Property Panorama, some of you may not. So I want to start off by just kind of giving you some background information about who we are. Since introducing our product to the industry, we've always had the same mission. It's quite simple, actually, which is to connect the consumers directly to listing agents. Property Panorama is an automated digital marketing solution established in 2002. And, we currently have more than 250 MLS partners and associations and partners throughout the United States and Canada collectively. This is attributed to over 1 million unique visitors to our website per week. And what this stat tells you is it tells you that people who have never come to Property Panorama previously, 1 million unique visitors per week are coming to our websites, viewing our virtual tours and so forth. Property Panorama consists of 3 core products with the system. The first one being Boost Digital Advertising. Boost will place highly visible banner ads out on popular websites such as, Facebook, CNN, ESPN, Fox, as well as others. And it's designed to drive traffic to the listings and brand for the agents. Our next product, which you may be a little bit more familiarized with, is our INSTAVIEW virtual tour platform. INSTAVIEW is a 1 URL marketing solution, meaning you can add all of your digital content that you use for various marketing materials into one link to send out to your clients instead of multiple. And I'll dive deeper into that here momentarily. And then lastly is our Agent Profile product. Now, Agent Profile was just released at the beginning of June. And what it is, it's a fully branded public website, an excellent source for both, buyers and listing agents collectively. With buyer's agents, you have a digital business card that you can send out to potential clients to draw business into yourself. And for the listing agents, it'll also allow you to showcase your listings to consumers. First, I want to talk about Boost Digital Advertising and what it can do for not only your listings, but also your brand. Boost, some of the highlights is that we offer listing and agent campaigns. So it doesn't have to be just a listing campaign. You can also get into the agent campaigns as well. And it's designed to drive traffic exposure as well as listing and brand recognition to your properties there. Just like all Property Panorama products and with the product suite, displays on all devices, all browsers, so you're not restricted to that. And we don't restrict you to zip code advertising as well. Some of our competitors in this space, they may actually limit you to where you can advertise your listings. Boost Digital Advertising does not do that. Next, I want to talk about how Boost works. All right. So Boost, we will track the online behavior of our consumers. We're going to look at their browser history and check to see if they're going to realtor.com, Zillow, Redfin, et cetera. Are they going and looking at mortgage rates online, playing with loan calculators? We're also going to track the type of keywords that they enter into their sites like Google and Yahoo and Bing. We take all of that data, and then we're going to display it on the websites and the articles that they visit, the consumers visit. All of the ads will include Facebook. And you're going to see a lot of the more well-known names here on the screen, on the slide here. But the idea is that the ads will follow the consumers around to the websites that they visit, not just those specifically. To give you an example of how those ads appear on the websites, as I mentioned, they're highly visible. I like to use the term above fold placement, which is an old newspaper terminology that we've adopted here in the digital universe. The ads will display at the top of a headline, as you can see there on the left, or within the natural scroll of an article that's being viewed on a mobile device. Now, Boost also comes with default settings. As you can, kind of think about the idea of when you click on an ad, where does it take you to, kind of deal. The automated ad design will direct consumers to the branded INSTAVIEW tour that we provide. It's fully customizable, so you can change the color theme to match your branding on the ads and the tours. You can also change the ribbons, as you can see there in the ad design on the left. The ribbons that say just listed, view photos, depending on what you're trying to market. So if you're trying to market an open house or price reduced or something along those lines, you could certainly change the ribbons out accordingly. You can also adjust the photo. So if you have a different profile picture you want to have on your ad, or you think a different image of the property will be better suited for your listing, you could certainly adjust those elements. Now, the default target settings is for a 15-mile radius around the property. This is what we have found to be the most effective with our Boost ads. However, you can choose up to 3 zip codes or even a specific city of interest. Just to give you an idea, we do have some folks that use our product here in the Florida region that like to advertise up in like New York, Chicago, Cleveland, etc. So the idea is that you can advertise your listings anywhere that you choose to do so. One of the questions that we get a lot from our Boost customers are, what can we expect with a Boost campaign? As you can see here, now we're not going to, let me just take a step back and just kind of enlighten you that any ad company that guarantees leads is not being fair to you. So what you can expect with Boost is that we can basically guarantee an unmatched visibility. You're going to get about 5,000 to 6,000 impressions to your listings per week, with about an average of 30 to 50 clicks per week. Imagine yourself getting 30 to 50 potential buyers coming to your listings. That's one of the opportunities that Boost can provide to you. We offer 3 to 5 times more traffic than any of our other competitors in this space. And you also get a daily analytics report that'll give you, information such as where those tours are being viewed from, how many times it's been clicked, how many times your ad has been seen, and so forth. With the Boost ads, when you get to the billing page or purchase page of the Boost ads, I should say this, we call the launch page. You can see that the Boost starts at $59.99 per week. We do offer a free week of advertising when you purchase a multiple week campaign. So if you purchase 2 weeks, you get an additional week free. And if you choose to select the auto renew, now this is not a default setting, but if you choose to select the auto renew, we will give you an additional 10% off of that purchase, just to kind of keep that in mind moving forward. On the right-hand side of this launch page, you're going to be able to view what those ads are going to look like on the various websites. So if you want to look and see what the website preview is or the Facebook preview, you could do so accordingly. This is also where you're going to be able to adjust any color themes and taglines for the ad itself as well. Just below that, you can adjust the website. So like I said before, the ads will automatically direct consumers to the branded INSTAVIEW tour. However, if you have a website that you want to direct your consumers to, you can certainly adjust that as well. And just below there, you can adjust the targeting settings. So like I mentioned, we automatically go to a 15-mile radius. But if you want to select specific zip codes or a city of interest, you could certainly do that there. The next product I'm going to talk about is INSTAVIEW. INSTAVIEW is, we have a plethora of features that are available. As a NABOR member, however, you do receive a free unbranded tour that's automatically created and attached back to your listing within about 1 hour after it goes live on the MLS. But as you can see here, some of the advanced features include branded INSTAVIEW tours that you can market outside of the MLS, listing videos that are excellent source for YouTube or downloading and sending to your sellers for a keepsake, virtual PDF flyers, just listed, just sold postcards, social media syndication. Now, this is what we've attributed to outperforming some of those other third-party websites in regards to activity to your listings. We offer the ability to have your branded virtual tour automatically syndicate with a business Facebook page or a Twitter feed. And we're getting ready to add LinkedIn to that list here soon. So keep an eye out for that. Also with TurboText, we get a lot of questions. What is TurboText? TurboText, with every tour that gets created with Property Panorama, a unique code is generated with it as well. When a consumer texts that code to a number that we provide, the consumer will get almost an immediate response text back with the branded tour link. And it also triggers our system to send an email notification to the listing agent, which is part of our lead capturing elements of the system. That way you can kind of reach out and answer any questions accordingly. We also have advanced statistics that you can share with your clients and or broker if you desire to do so. Those advanced statistics show you information as to where your tours are being viewed from. That way you can adjust your marketing strategies if need be, as well as how many times the tours have been opened. The first example I'm going to show you here is the unbranded tour. Now, once again, this is provided to you as a NABOR member. You automatically created and attached back to the MLS within about 1 hour after going live. Stays up to date 24/7. So any price changes, photo changes will all be updated accordingly. And it also remains MLS compliant. So you never have to worry about violating any rules or regulations that are set forth by the MLS. The branded version, as you can see here on the screen, is a very similar layout, except for it does show the profile picture, company name, and agent name in the lower left-hand corner, and gives the company logo in the upper left corner. Now, the branded tour also has a couple of added features, such as the ability to display the listing agent and broker information. Consumers can see the phone number. If you have a website, you can include one there as well. And they can contact you rather simply by clicking the Contact Me button on the right-hand side of that section. The latest lead capturing element that we've added to the branded tour is Follow This Listing. Follow This Listing allows consumers to enter their email address and name into the fields that you see there. And what that does is it triggers our system to send you, the listing agent, an email notification giving you the consumer info. Now, we are also getting ready to release the ability to reach out to the consumer themselves whenever a price change occurs or photos change and whatnot. The branded tour also comes equipped with a Google Maps integration. This allows consumers to kind of view the local amenities that may surround the area or any shopping malls and whatnot. And then probably my favorite feature of the INSTAVIEW suite is our media links section. Media links is what allows us to be that one URL solution. As you can see here in the slide, you can include things like virtual open houses, Matterport tours, video walkthroughs. We've even seen some customers of ours advertise title companies and mortgage companies that they work with primarily. You could certainly incorporate anything that you have a URL for right there in your tour, giving your clients one link instead of multiple for those various materials. The next slide I'm going to show you here is the branded listing video. Now you'll see here it's image centric. That's kind of our theme with INSTAVIEW and as a whole. But the branded videos here are coming in MP4 format, fully automated, ready to go, used typically within about an hour after a listing goes live. And these are great sources for being able to upload to maybe a YouTube channel that you manage, or you have the ability to download them from your members area and send them over to a client for keepsake. They're great memories for your clients. The next product is feature is the Pro Flyers, Just Listed and Just Sold postcards. These are available for you to create within your members area. Fully customizable. You can change the color theme to match your branding. Adjust the description if you choose to do so. You can also change the features. So we're going to automatically pull the information directly from the MLS for you. But the idea is that you can adjust that information as you see fit, as well as changing out the photos that you think may best represent your property. In here, I forgot this slide was going to pop up on me. This is actually an example of what those TurboText how the TurboText would work. These are great for like the signs in the front of the homes. We do give you the ability to download the graphic for the sign. That way you could take it over to a local print company that you may use to have those signs created, which can then be put on the front of the sign of the home, and the consumers can text the codes to those numbers. So as I mentioned before, I see a question came in about how many photos are included with the unbranded tour. So with your NABOR membership, you do get a free virtual tour. It's unbranded, attaches to the MLS within an hour, and it does display a limited number of photos. I believe with NABOR, it's 5 is what they contracted with, agreed with us. However, you do have the ability to open up all of the photos in the MLS using one of our advanced subscription options. The enhanced is $1.99 per listing per month. That opens up all the photos in the MLS, as well as gives you the branded INSTAVIEW tour. The premium version unlocks all of the advanced features that I mentioned. So unlimited photos, videos, flyers, custom themes, lead management. That's available for you at $4.99 per listing per month. However, if you do tend to average multiple listings throughout a month, I would encourage you to take a look at the elite option, which is $9.99 per month or $109.89 per year. And that includes unlimited listings for that. I did see one question come in as I was going through that about the size of the postcards. They're standard 3x5 postcards. However, you can also download them as PNG and JPEG format. So whatever type of marketing that you're trying to accomplish, those postcards will work with that. The next product I'm going to show you is our agent profile product. Again, this was just released at the beginning of June. And it's an excellent source, modern, sleek design website, mobile friendly, as you can see here on the slide example there. But the website comes in a couple different templates that you can choose from. The first one here, and then the second one that's available there. We're going to be adding additional ones as time goes on, but there are a couple of them there for you to choose from. Fully customizable, so you can change the color theme to match your branding. You can add social media outlets if you desire to do that. So if you have a Facebook page you want to advertise to consumers, you can add that to your site. You can also change the background image there that you're seeing there of the couple of homes on the street level. You can change that image out if you desire to do that as well. We have a couple different options you can choose from. For the advanced features of the agent profile, that gives you the ability to showcase your listings out to consumers. As you can see here, it hosts all the active listing inventory for the agent. They click on the more info tab, it takes them to the actual branded INSTAVIEW tour. Or they can play with a loan calculator to see what their mortgage may look like should they move forward on the purchase of the home. The agent profiles also provide the ability to add testimonials as well as a biography about yourself to kind of engage your customers, let them know who they're going to be dealing with. Consumers will also have the ability to, reach out to you directly by filling out a real simplistic contact form there, or reaching out by phone. On the left-hand side, you can see the information is hosted right directly on your profile. Now, the agent profile, you do have a free version of this as well. The agent profile free version does give you the ability, it's kind of like a digital business card, if you will, where you can send out to clients the link. It'll provide them with your contact information, email address, your company name, and all that. Stays compliant with the MLS regulations. However, if you want the advanced features that showcase your listings, add testimonials, biographies, custom themes, that's available for you at $9.99 per month or $99.99 per year. And we do have a bundle package with INSTAVIEW and agent profiles you can see on your screen that I believe this one is $149 for NABOR members. I apologize for the slide. I think that's a little off, but it's based on the percentage of the agreement that we have with NABOR. But it is there is a bundle package available for you to take advantage of. Now with Property Panorama, we have a direct login right through your Matrix platform. If you go into your Matrix system and click the links tab at the top, and then scroll down to the Property Panorama option, what that's going to do is log you directly into your members area that's automatically created for you, ready to go. Once you get in there, this is what we call the main My Tours page of your members area. In the upper left-hand corner, you will see the ability to add a profile picture and logo, which I highly encourage you to do because this is where we pull the branding information from when we create the videos and the flyers and the ads and whatnot. So I do encourage you to upload one if one is not there already. Just below that, you're going to see a Create Custom Tour feature. Create Custom Tour is an excellent source for co-listing agents. primarily the way that Property Panorama works is that we will pull the information in only for the primary listing agent. The co-listing agents will have to create their own if they desire to have one. Otherwise, use the primary agent's tours. Just below that is the statistics and leads section. That's where you're going to be able to view how many times your tour's been hit, where they're being viewed from, and so forth, and being able to share those statistics. And any leads that were captured will be hosted in that section as well. In the middle of your screen, though, you're going to see green and blue rectangular boxes. The green boxes indicate tours that were created using our Create Custom Tour feature, whereas the blue ones are denote the tours that we've automatically created using the MLS data feed information. On the right-hand side of each one, you're going to see a green public button or a red private. That green public button tells me that the virtual tour links and flyer links and video links are all available for consumers to open, to whereas the red private one indicates that the links are not available. And when consumers click on them, it'll take them to an unavailable page. The only time you would really want to utilize this is, say you have a different marketing piece that you want to use within the MLS. You can mark this as private. It'll trigger our system to take the tour down. That way you can add your own. And we never overwrite either. So even if you add your own, we will not overwrite that information in the MLS. On the right-hand side of each listing, you're also going to see a linking page and tour manager button. I'm going to take a deeper look into the linking page here in a minute, but the linking page is where you're going to obtain all of the virtual tour links, the video links, and so forth, creating flyers. And the tour manager is where you're going to be able to customize your INSTAVIEW settings there. The linking page at the very top is the INSTAVIEW virtual tour section. This is where you're going to be able to grab the branded tour link, unbranded link, as well as share it to your social media outlets. As you can see here on the screen, we give you the ability to share it out to Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn. And I believe since this slide was done, we have added additional social media outlets for you to share with as well. Some of the questions that we get coming into our support team is, where are the tours being attached to the listing, the unbranded tour that we discussed previously? As you can see here in the matrix setup, on the left-hand side of the listing sheet of the matrix, you're going to see the little movie reel icon. This is the main part of where those are hosted. And some MLS integrations do provide the link there in the center of the screen as well. I'm not sure if NABOR does. Matrix, every MLS and association is a little bit different with our integration. So just kind of keep an eye out for those. But those are two of the areas where you might see the virtual tour on your listing. Just below the INSTAVIEW tour is where you're going to see the pro flyers. Now, Property Panorama will automatically create a classic flyer for each listing. This uses the MLS data that we pull in from the data feed, and it cannot be edited. But if you do want to create your own, just click the Create Flyer Postcard button, and then you're going to follow the on-screen prompts to choose. Is it a just listed? Is it for sale? Is it an open house? However you want to market your flyer, you can change that out and then customize it accordingly. Right below the Pro Flyer section is the additional media resources. This is where you're going to add any of the URLs for your additional media content. And also is what allows us to be that one URL solution. So you copy and paste the URL in the field, give it a title, a short description, and you can also choose an icon that we have available that may best represent that content. Once you've added that information into your members area, just click the submit button in the lower left-hand corner, and those will automatically be applied to that branded tour for your consumers to see. The next area I'm going to show you is the tour manager. And just as a reminder, this is where you're going to be able to customize your Property Panorama products. First off, we're going to take a look at the photos. Now, Property Panorama will automatically pull the photo descriptions from the MLS feed when it's applicable. But the idea is that you can also adjust those as well. If you desire, you want to have a different description on your tour than what's in the MLS, just select the photo that you want to work with on the right-hand side. Just below the preview section, you'll see a photo name where you can change the description accordingly. Next is the look and feel section. This is where you're going to be able to customize your color theme to your branded tours. If you like the default setting, feel free to go ahead and use it. Otherwise, you can click the change look and feel button at the top, which opens up a window. We do have several pre-designed themes that are available for you to choose from. If you don't like what you see that we have available, you can certainly be creative on your own as well and use the color wheels there in the middle of the screen for the respective area. Just click on the color wheel, adjust the colors how you want to see fit. And then when you're satisfied with that outlook, just on the lower left-hand corner, you can set it as a tour default, meaning that it will apply to all of your products moving forward, which means that you only have to do it once instead of multiple times for each listing you have. And then click to save in the lower left-hand corner, and those will be applied immediately. The next area I'm going to cover is the audio section. Now, again, we have many pre-uploaded music tracks that you can choose from for your tours. If you do not like that, you can certainly upload your own MP3 or voiceover file. Now, I do want to throw a little bit of a disclaimer here. I do this every presentation because I want to make sure that you do go out and gain the proper permissions from the recording artist or bands. This is to avoid any copyright infringement laws, as the tracks do get played publicly on your tours. So I don't want to see anybody get in trouble. So please make sure you do gain those permissions accordingly. This takes us to the syndication page, or settings page, I should say. Just below the profile picture in your members area, you're going to see a settings section, or what I call syndication. This is where you're able to have your branded virtual tours automatically syndicate over to a Facebook business page or Twitter feed, respectively. And as I mentioned previously, we're getting ready to add LinkedIn to this list as well. Just click yes to the syndication option you want to go with. Follow the on-screen prompts of logging into your social media outlet. And then each time a tour is created within Property Panorama, within about an hour or so, that'll also get syndicated out to your social media outlets as well. The final section I just want to cover real quick with you is the billing area. I promise we're not going to be much longer, but the billing area can be accessed by clicking billing, store, or even the Boost digital advertising banner that you see there on the left-hand side of the members area. This takes you into where you can purchase or upgrade your INSTAVIEW, upgrade your agent profile, or maybe you have a listing that needs a little extra attention with our listing boost campaigns or agent campaigns accordingly. So this is just where you access that information. You can also check your purchase history or billing information. If you need to update your credit card info, just in the billing information is where you're going to be able to accomplish that. And then if any questions come out after the presentation, we certainly do have FAQ and tutorial pages at the top of the website. I would encourage you to take a look at them. They're highly insightful with information that provides you with how to accomplish various tasks within your members area. Some of our competitors, they may have like hour-long tutorials you have to watch for a small snip of what you're trying to accomplish. We've gone ahead and broken that down into several small tutorials. So like maybe you want to learn how to build a listing campaign or create a custom tour or create a flyer, access your links to your tours. All these tutorials will give you short and sweet to the point type tutorials for that. And then, of course, you can also contact our support team by emailing support@propertypanorama.com. The phone number is 440-290-2200. We're available 9 to 5 Monday through Friday on the Eastern time. If for some reason, because I know real estate never sleeps, if for some reason that you're working outside of our business hours and need to contact us, please do so while it's fresh in your mind. One of our support team will be happy to reach back out to you within one business day. I'm also going to encourage everybody to follow our blog. This is where you're going to stay up to date with all the latest news and features that Property Panorama releases. With that, again, I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their schedules. And if you have any questions, please use the Q&A portal at this time, and I'll be happy to answer those accordingly.